My name is Dakota Yells on the YouTube channel. I want to talk to y'all about something. I was at work today on a smoke break. A buddy of mine came up to talk to me. His name is James. He's a black dude, really laid back, really cool. And we got to talking about society around us, where we live at and stuff. And I'll show you that in a minute. And this white dude wearing steel-toe boots, blue jeans, a shirt, a gold belt buckle, and a rebel flag hoodie, and a cowboy hat comes walking up to me with a dip in his lip. And I didn't think nothing of it. I put my hand out to shake his hand to, introduce myself, and my buddy James did as well. The dude shook my hand, refuses to shake James' hand. I was like, okay, that's kind of weird. Well then, being nice, he started talking to me, and I was like, hey, buddy, and I'm not going to put his name in the, but I was like, hey, buddy, I don't understand what you're saying. Can you please take your dip out? And then afterwards, I'll give you a pinch of mine so you can put another dip in. He said, no problem. He takes his dip out, and he threw it on my buddy James's brand new shoes. And that pissed him off. He was like, hey, what the H are you doing? I'm not going to cuss on here, but he was like, what the heck are you doing? And he's like, well, I don't like your shoes. So I looked at him. I was being calm, didn't threaten him, didn't fight him, nothing. I was like, dude, that was disrespectful. I'd appreciate it if you just walk away. And it's the only cuss word I'm going to say. I'm against this word. I hate this word. He looked at me. He's like, why are you protecting this nigger? And I froze for a minute. Wanted to hit him as hard as I could. Just wanted to bust him right in the shit. But I didn't. Instead, I stood there and stared at him, and I talked to him for a minute, and I was like, what is your problem against black people? He's like, well, I was brought up that you don't take up for black people. You beat their ass, you hang them, you shoot them, you burn them. And I was like, can I give you a little history lesson, motherfucker? He's like, sure. I was like, if I looked over here at James, and I took out my pocket blade, and I cut his finger off, you know what color blood he's gonna bleed? He said, red. I was like, exactly. I said, did you know his tongue is pink like mine and yours? He's like, yeah. I said, did you know his teeth are white like mine and yours? He's like, well, yeah. I said, did you know that he wakes up every morning, goes to work, busting his ass to make $1, and he breathes the same air that you breathe? Oh, well, yeah. And I was like, did you know that when he buzzes his ass to make that dollar that he gets is the same dollar that is in your wallet right now? Oh, yeah, I understand that. I was like, so there ain't no reason for you to walk up to this dude just because he has a different skin color and he dresses different and he comes from a different background, for you just stand there and call him a nigger. I was like, there ain't no point in it. And I was like, where I'm from, you do that shit, you're going to get your mouth busted and probably get your ass beat. To consider how I'm not like that no more, I shook his hand and I asked him nicely to please apologize to my buddy. He did. He said, sir, I'm very sorry. I won't do it again. Didn't have no more problem. We stood there, we smoked a cigarette together, and we went and got some lunch. And that's how you do it, folks. You don't let people like that ruin your day, ruin your life. If you meet people like that, you can either approach them nicely and ask them why they're like that, or you can walk away. It's just stupid. Brought up different. But like I said at the beginning of the video, I'll show you where I live at. It's not the best place in the world. It really ain't. This is off my little Android phone, so I'm going to do the best I can to show y'all. It's a bit sunny here right now. Hold on a minute. Here's my garage. I don't know if y'all can see that. And if you really work hard, you can get a nice truck. And you can get a really nice house. And if you're real lucky, hell, you might just be able to afford a little BMW. I don't know if y'all can see that. I have a little BMW right there. It goes 2 miles an hour. But yeah, that's my video for today, y'all. And I'll probably keep making videos. I don't expect to get any likes on this. If you want to like it, that's on you. I'll read every comment. I'd appreciate it if you don't leave me no hate comments, because I don't deal with that drama shit no more. Other than that, y'all have a nice, wonderful, beautiful, calm day. Thank you.